The time they're screaming at each other, and this time they're all hugging.
You know,
and like,
I think this one's a good. This is a good
episode.
9.8.
This is a 9.8,
dude. It is.
Well, this is like, a good episode.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Mitch.
I'm Ashley.
And this is membriash. Today we are watching we're going to be reacting to the most highly rated on IMDB episode of Wife Swap. This thing is a 9.8 out of 10.
Perfection is what people have decided this
is.
Practically so close.
Think of your favorite movie. Think of the best movie ever made. Mm-hmm. People say things like 2001 Space Odyssey, Godfather. What else? Name a really good movie.
I mean,
critically acclaimed.
Citizen Kane.
Citizen Kane. This episode is better. 9.8. I don't know if any movie gets that high.
I doubt it. Although the context is not many people have rated this. 14
people. And it actually makes me wonder if the Talbot Broiders came on here, made accounts, and were like, this is amazing.
Oh, that's true.
Anyway, on Hulu, this is the Talbot Broider, episode 10, season 3. And on IMDb, it says episode 9, season 3. So there's a little inconsistency there, but the Talbot Broider family, if you want to watch it yourself. Mm-hmm.
And the tagline is, a mom who lets her 3 sons rule the house swaps with a militaristic mom.
Militaristic. Does that mean like...
I'm going to hate both these people.
Yes. It's kind of the show, though.
Yeah.
Well, not always. We don't... The first one we did, we didn't super hate the
there were hippie people on the first one.
They were hippie hillbilly combo.
Yeah.
And if you haven't
seen that one, we will link it up.
Yeah.
Here?
Somewhere. I don't know, wherever you want it.
Up top. It'll get linked.
Yeah.
So you can go back and watch that one if you want. That one was infuriating. Like most episodes of Wife Swap, to be honest.
That's the show. That's the format.
It's fun watching them now because they're old now. Like, I don't remember.
There's a nostalgia
When was this?
It started in 2006. Oh.
Episode aired December 4th, 2006. So
we just graduated
really
high school.
Yeah.
Like a year before that. Mm-hmm. So this will be fun.
And this is now, I mean, coming up on like almost 20 years old at this point. So.
Well, I'm excited. Should we go in?
Yeah, let's get it.
Let's get it.
Each week, from across America, 2 families are chosen.
Oh, I love the terrible
The quality
video.
is so bad. I can't see the features on their faces because it's so blurry.
It's also square.
Yes. Well, because TVs were square.
Yeah. You didn't have, like, wide angle was rare.
Uh-huh.
And the kids can't even go to the bathroom without having to sign out a key.
I'm sorry, I have Crohn's disease. No one is making me sign out a key to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like, period.
Were they, like, on the walls or something? Like...
You don't have the right values that my wife has. She knows her role.
Oh, man. Every time there's a guy that wife knows her role. Every time.
In New Hampshire...
Move, live free or die.
That is a good slogan.
When they don't meet the well-communicated expectations that we have, they can lose privileges.
How many times did I tell you to keep your room clean? From this point forward, you've lost everything.
You've lost everything?
This is my bed.
I'm a big believer.
This is like, did you hear about that like 7-passenger stuff? This is like the kind of stuff she would do. She took away the kid's bed and made him sleep on a beanbag for like 7 months.
That's horrible, man.
It just scratches the surface of all of like the awful things she did, but it was certainly like indications of child abuse.
We have 5 boys. Jared, 13, Addison.
He has his name written on a plastic cup like it's frat party.
That's stars for taking care of the trash this morning.
I do like chores because I think it teaches us like how to clean and.
I mean,
it is.
That's true.
Kids should be taught how to do chores.
Yeah,
I think it's important for their development.
Yeah.
As adults.
Whose camera is this?
Oh, that's mine.
Come on down, man. What do I say about leaving your stuff out? If the boys leave their toys out, they get their toys taken away.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine? I'd be in so much trouble in this household.
Yeah. You'd have all your rights taken away.
I wouldn't have any clothes, no cups.
They do have quite a few toys and stuff.
Can I get 2? 2? Do I have 3 stars? 3 stars. Who's got 4 stars? Can I get 5?
When they buy back their toys with points.
If they don't experience inequality and unfairness here, they're not going to be prepared and have the tools to experience it outside.
If they don't experience unfairness here.
And inequality.
And inequality.
One-on-one time with me is earned through the privilege point system.
One-on-one time with their father is earned through the point system. Oh my God.
That's horrible. Actually.
I would never be buying that.
Yeah.
No way.
Own photography business, and everything is done as a team.
I'm a big believer in doing everything I can to do laundry, dishes, anytime that I can outside of work.
That is nice that they
That's
like
cool.
function as a team.
Yeah.
It's hard to find positives about this family so far.
They work together.
The mom and the husband, anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
In the Talbot home, the last thing on anyone's mind is responsibility or respect.
Stop, please.
Just smack his mom foot.
Dad tripped mom.
We believe that our boys need to just be boys and have fun.
What the hell?
Okay, guys.
Wet Willy! These kids are like a character.
All the families are.
Yeah, it's
They
true.
find families that are caricatures of families.
Yeah.
Frustrates me so much.
Danny shows no respect to his wife and leads the boys in playing pranks.
I like that that's the mantra too. It's not even like, he shows no respect to his wife. Like... He acts like he has a severe injury. What the hell?
Do you know the crazy thing is this is just like prank TikToks? Like, have you seen any of those channels?
No.
This is
Oh,
like
that's
that
true.
before they posted it.
Motherhood is the most noblest job any woman can have.
Yeah, this is like before these people turned into like...
Yeah, they turned into people that filmed it and then put it on.
Yeah.
Put it online.
She's like a waiter.
I'm good. We took the seat off.
I thought the other people were bad, and now I'm seeing this dude is awful. She's just trying to survive in a ass
Why
family.
is she putting up with this? She's also gorgeous.
It doesn't, I mean, that doesn't
Like,
matter.
what? I know, but like...
Because it's what she thinks she deserves.
And Danny expects her to look good at all times.
It's important for Nancy to look good. My wife.
He literally comes home smelling like shit every day because he's a plumber.
Yeah.
He's over here like, you gotta look good. This guy. I mean, he works out too, but like, still, I hate that.
He
Like,
doesn't value
expectations
her
for it. Yeah.
in any respect.
No,
She's like, I want
he
to
doesn't
be
respect her at all.
valued as a mom, not a hot babe. Like, he's not even valuing
Yeah.
you as a hot babe. He's valuing
Or
you
as a mom.
zero.
Either. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no, he doesn't value
There's
her
no
at all.
value.
Yeah, that's awful.
Love you. Bye, Mom. Bye, Mom.
The second family, at least the dad spends a lot of time with the kids.
Okay.
Is that blood?
Is that blood? There's like, it's probably paint because usually blood isn't there, right? I don't think.
Fighting gloves. Oh, there's blood on there.
Everyone's finding blood in this episode.
I think it's both houses, right?
Oh, she's a princess.
And she's not treated like a princess.
No.
They have their whole life planned out.
I'm a big fan of like lists, but that is even too
Yeah.
far for me. And I like stickers.
I do like.
Boys have 4 basic rights: food, shelter, clothing, and education.
Not
Everything
bed.
else is-
They consider the bed a privilege, which I think
Yes.
is really messed up.
I think it's messed up too. And time with their dad
Yeah.
is like a privilege to
That's
be earned.
That's a right as a child.
Wow.
You bring a kid into this earth,
Yeah.
it is their right to be able to spend time with their parent unless their parent is so bad they shouldn't be around their kid.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Rick is really busy, so the boys need to earn one-on-one time through the privilege point system. Who would want to spend time with him?
Well, yeah, for real. That's
Not me.
nuts.
I'd be trading in my my gold stars for toys, not
Yeah.
for time with my dad.
In this situation.
What?
In this situation. It sounds like a shade in his dad.
That's true. That's true. In this situation, yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't want to spend time with my dad.
Not my dad in real life. Like,
Yeah.
if my
Not your dad. No.
If my dad were the dad on this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for.
But I don't have my boys do any chores. We just think,
Oh, those kids are
Oh
like.
my gosh.
Yes. Look at those kids.
They'll do something bad, like they won't care for any of their toys, and everything would go down.
That kid's like, that's a recipe for chaos, lady. That kid actually understands what's happening at the other house.
I don't like strict moms.
Me neither.
I hope.
Whoa! Oh my god! Did you see that kid hit
Yeah,
that other
yeah.
kid and run?
Gentlemen, let's get it on. Get on down. McKen's, napkins, Jared drinks.
That's cool. They have like a guitar and stuff. Like
Yeah.
they have access to a lot of things.
They do.
It's just they have constantly taken away and given back.
At the same time, it's so controlled.
Wow, thanks.
They're almost like little soldiers waiting for their leader to just tell.
And this is the point of all these episodes, is there's the balance, right?
Yeah.
It is okay to have control. In fact, some kids really thrive on that. You also do need to let your kids be kids.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. Summarize the whole episode, but...
Nancy gets no help from Danny. He has no responsibility for the kids. He leaves it all to her, and that's just not fair.
Good morning.
Well, she's got a side business in her personal life because the kids actually help out.
You know that, and because her husband helps her out. Because
Yeah,
he's
totally.
literally like, I'll do dishes, I'll clean.
That is the cool thing. The one thing I like, one of the things I like about the militaristic family.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I'm going down this angle, but like the husband supports the family too. He's not like you all do the work. He's
Right.
like, we do the work,
And he
which
treats
is cool.
it like his wife's job is important to him
Yeah,
as well.
he's not devaluing it. He's
No.
helping her set up the stuff for photography. That's cool as hell.
Maybe your underwear ironed? Doesn't that seem silly?
Why are they ironing underwear?
Yeah, it seems really silly.
I don't
like
even
she said.
fold my underwear.
Yeah, dude,
Just
crumple it up,
shove
throw
it in
the
a drawer.
Yeah, dude, that's what you do with underwear. Who's out there folding their underwear?
A lot of people fold underwear.
Okay, but iron their underwear?
I have in the past folded my underwear. It just added no
Yeah.
value to my life, so why
Same.
would I do it?
I keep getting confused because there are so many roles and so many that it's hard to keep up.
You got to make sure that everything's done on the board.
Yeah, especially coming in new.
Yeah.
Like, if you consistently were in that environment, you would just know.
Yeah.
But, like, if you're not, how the heck would you?
Meticulously, like little ants, just work.
I mean, yes, but also, like, if everybody spends a half hour cleaning, the house is
Yeah.
going to be spotless all
We
the
find
time.
that like with ourselves, we could put off doing a lot of chores for a couple of days, and we spend an hour, and then it's pretty much good to go.
And it's cleaned up.
Vacuuming, laundry,
and with
like,
kids it'd be worse. But then if you
Yeah.
have that many kids, then they can help. That's like more hands to help
and they're
out.
doing it every night,
Right.
So I don't think it should ever be super trashed.
Then at 4 p.m., Danny and Josh will barge through the door and mayhem starts.
He's reading the notes, and mayhem starts.
What did you do today, Melody? You could have read the manual and had it memorized.
Have you ever talked to Nance and seen what she wants?
Feed me, please.
This guy's a
Such
man
child, yeah.
That's the thing.
That man.
He's
Oh my
acting like a
goodness.
child. It's
The first item I'm going to bid off, a fantastic golf club.
the
How to
bed off.
have your kids absolutely hate you.
Yeah, and then internal fighting because you have the kid with all the
Yeah.
stars that's getting everything, and
Right.
it's potentially the toys of their siblings.
Yeah.
They're winning.
And then they're not giving to each other because they're focusing on the inequity in society and saying, you better learn it here first. Don't be helping each other.
I bet they don't even let them share toys and stuff.
Do you know what's weird to me is like, I don't understand taking this perspective of life instead of life isn't fair. So here at home, we're going to make it a safe zone. We're going to try and make it as fair as possible.
Yeah.
We're going to try and make it as supportive as
So
possible.
you can like build a fair society rather
Yeah,
than like
right.
people are gonna cut you. So
Oh, man.
I get understanding what the world's like, but I also get like trying to see what you can do to make it better.
The most annoying thing anybody has ever said
Yeah.
to me is life's not fair. It pisses me off like to my core. If it's not fair and you have the power to do something about it, do something.
Even like small things.
Don't just sit there and
Yeah.
tell me it's not fair. If you're in a position of authority and you know it's not fair, work to fix it.
Yeah.
Like excuses.
Unsurprisingly, that was said to you in a place where they were discriminating against all the women in pay.
Oh, I've been told it multiple times.
Oh, okay.
At places.
Okay.
Well, life's not fair. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, but I'm talking to you and you have the power to change it. So maybe do something different then. We will be right back after this short advertisement.
Jack you up.
I don't think their behavior was appropriate for a grocery store or just being in public. Do you guys think?
Yes. I'd be trying to avoid those kids if I was in public.
I'd be like, get a hold of your kids, man.
I'd be like, we need to leave the grocery
Yeah.
store.
They were just disrespectful to the whole store.
Yeah, and yo, mama.
It was the era of Yo Mama.
Yo Mama era? Yeah, it's true. It was the era.
Melody decides to put on Nancy's crown and give it her best shot. But she still can't get any respect.
Oh, that apron is the most like
That is
90s
cool.
amazing apron I've ever seen, and I want one now. I want one. I want one so bad.
No big deal because dad's doing it, so it's okay. And so they just assume that that's the way you treat women in general. Like,
And the place is well picked up, but it's because the mother's doing all the work.
Yeah.
And they're being trained to disrespect the only woman in the house, too.
Yeah.
So then they're not going to respect women in general, probably, because they have associated that. That's horrible.
It's just a bad...
That's awful.
Bad plan.
Their chores around the house.
You're right on it.
Dad can't discipline the kids.
Oh, yeah!
Those kids are so pumped. They're like, thank God.
Today, everything is about to change at the Talbot and Broider households as the new wives take control.
I love this part because this is when the husbands throw a fit.
I know.
Every time they throw a fit. And both of the wives in this case, they like did whatever was asked of them.
Yeah. I actually think both the wives are pretty decent here.
I think so too.
Yeah, it's the husbands, I think, that are more problematic.
I believe that there are 4 basic rights: food, shelter, clothing, and education. Everything else is a privilege. I'm stripping it down to the basic rights.
At least they're considering education a right, which I actually think is like...
And clothing and stuff, too.
And they're not considering beds a right, which I think is kind of messed up.
Messed up.
If you have access to beds, but the education thing...
Oh, she's making the husband sleep on the floor!
Oh, I mean, that's like... See the experience that you're putting your kids in. That's honestly kind of fair.
There'll be no roughhousing and no fighting. No more games, no more TV.
Oh.
You suck.
You do realize how much work you're making for yourself, right?
I just want you to be happy. I just want you to be happy.
Oh,
that kid was really chill though. He was like, you know, you're putting a lot of work on yourself.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Because she shouldn't be doing literally everything.
And that's what the older son was thinking.
It's not a problem that they're helping with chores. Like, that's not an issue.
Kids, you no longer have to earn time with your father. You can have it whenever you want.
Yes.
I get if you're busy and you have to do work, but a lot of times a parent can like incorporate their kids into like, oh, just like hang out while I'm getting this done.
And it shouldn't be up to your kid to like schedule that time with you.
Yeah.
Like, you should be the one then, if you only have a half hour in a day, figure out how you're going to spend time with all your kids in that half hour.
Oh, yeah. Every time you break one of the new rules, the kids will throw balls at the target until they dunk you.
You realize he's not going to be very happy.
He actually...
He's handling it well.
handling it pretty good, yeah.
Both of them so far are. We've seen worse already.
I have to wonder how much the show is, like, exaggerating, especially with the militaristic household. Like, I have to wonder... Because he seemed almost like he thought some of it was funny, you know?
Ridiculous. Freaking guys in prison have more than what she was giving them.
What?
That's not true.
That's not at all true. That guy doesn't sound like he's ever been to prison.
False, sir.
False, sir.
Boy, Nancy has just opened up Pandora's box.
And here's the thing. What's wrong with doing that like one day?
Yeah.
Having a play day and then like, okay, we're going to...
Every once in a while.
After a night sleeping on the floor, they're less than enthusiastic.
All slept on the floor.
You're getting one taken away right now because you're supposed to be doing your chores.
Classic. Did he call her a cop? She's a bit of a cop.
She is a bit of a cop, yeah.
Clear and wipe off tables.
There you go, he's following me.
No, don't harass him.
Because he's arguing with me about the point.
Okay,
Why don't you stand behind me?
Let me do it.
All right, you do it.
The one thing I like about the childish husband here is that he's whiny. Instead of like being, he's not
whiny.
He's an ass, but he's not coming in bold. He's like, come on, just let me do it.
Just let me.
Yeah, don't be mean to him. Why does stop following him around? Because it wasn't like this, like, you're not doing that, you know? Like, he
Even when he
didn't
wanted
use his
dinner,
power there, which I
like
appreciate.
laid on the counter and he was like, feed me.
We teach our boys to love and respect women, you know, not to treat them like servants. I've always had a problem with people that treat women like servants, and that's not what...
Yeah. Man, I like this guy a lot more than I thought I would.
Weirdly.
My wife and I spend a lot of time teaching them respect.
Here you go.
Yeah, and it's not respectful to expect that someone's going to wait on you hand and foot all the time, make you food, clean up your mess. Like, it's not how you show respect to a family member.
Yeah.
5 years?
Get a grip.
In 5 years, you're
The
on
way
a...
that, shut up and listen.
You're on an ego
No, shut up
trip.
and listen.
You're on an ego trip, says the guy that harasses his wife all the time and shows her no respect.
I know.
Like...
It's messed up.
Like, look in the mirror.
She's always talking about respect. She's always talking about how her family's so perfect, yet her true colors came out today.
Why? Because she snapped at you? Because you pushed her?
Because you said that your rules don't matter anymore when you signed up for the show?
I don't feel like those were her true colors coming out. She was irritated.
She's irritated that he's like, no, we're not doing anything that I've agreed to do.
And they're happy.
Well, here's the thing, though. Being in a family, it's about building responsibility and character, and you don't do anything about that. If I wanted to...
It's kind of both. There's kind of a balance of like kids being able to be kids and then them also learning how to be, they're going to have to be adults eventually.
Yeah.
Look at me, Darian. So I gave up my stars so you could go, okay?
Go
And
sit.
you know what else I gotta do? I gotta go sit in a stupid timeout for you.
He's such a big child. It's so funny to watch him whine.
I gave up my stars for you.
So, you know, now that I think about it, because I was reading on the household manual, it really bothered me when it said that your kids are in their right with you.
That is bothersome. I
It
think she
is.
should be affected by that.
It's stressful.
That you didn't have a father growing up. It's a privilege.
Yeah.
Oh, that is really sad.
That is really sad.
Part of it.
Oh.
He is so sweet, honestly.
He's a little damaged.
He is.
And you can tell he's even opening up a little bit about that, although not emotionally.
Yeah.
But like, that was really nice.
Yeah, that was really sweet.
He needs to recognize that like it's okay to love your kids.
Your chore list applies. Everything applies. I'm gonna enforce it. She tells you to do something, you better do it. I see you disrespect Melody. I hear you talking back to her once.
Oh, wow. Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
He's a good sport.
Honestly, both these people are being pretty chill.
Maybe this is better than any movie I've ever seen.
I was wondering. I was like, is this better than
Maybe this is better than The Godfather.
Jurassic Park?
I did tear up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, it's affecting me emotionally watching this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did you tear up during The Godfather?
Can't remember.
I don't think you did.
Probably not.
I don't think you did.
No, I don't think so.
Josh, flip that pillow the other way.
Oh, you have such good manners. I'm gonna give you a star for being so good with sitting down for your homework.
It's almost going too easy. This is like
a good one.
This is like the way it's supposed to work. Honestly.
Yeah.
Makes it so the kids can have easier access to one-on-one time.
You're a much better drawer than I am.
It's so hard to get one-on-one time with a family of our size, so it was really nice to spend that time with them tonight.
It is hard, and it's not like you can do that every day, but like making effort, you know.
I've given you all the tools that I can give you, and you know what to do. Jared and I think, have come to a new level of understanding for each other. I think at this point, I'm ready to just be there to be supportive.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So heartwarming.
Oh my gosh, this is heartwarming.
And takes Danny to beauty school to learn how hard it is for his wife to look beautiful for him.
Oh, that's the point of this. I was like, why are they like doing his
Yeah.
eyebrows? But they're like trying to teach him like how hard it is
Yeah.
to like keep up.
All that effort
Yeah.
that she's putting in that he expects.
Why would anybody do all this? It just feels gross.
It does feel gross.
Like lip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't
I
all feel
wouldn't.
bad. Like
Yeah.
I have like this is my lip oil. This feels good.
Okay. That's closer in a feeling
it's
to like
like
chapstick.
Hydrating.
Does lipstick feel weird?
Yeah.
Okay. How about makeup on your face?
Yeah, I mean,
I've had
to
it on
me,
my eyes, and that
yeah.
felt weird. Yeah.
To me, I don't like it. Some people really like it, or they don't mind it.
Yeah.
That we've treated her. Thank you, Mel. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Melody. I wrote my mom a letter so our mom could know how much we appreciate
how much they appreciate her. Oh my gosh, these wife swap families get gold stars. This is so nice.
Yeah.
But he breaks a rule.
Can you stop being destructive,
I'm not a
please?
ringer. Dad, you just disciplined me.
I was just trying to keep you from destroying the property.
Discipline.
He's not allowed to discipline, so
No,
at all.
no. They get to dunk tank him, kind of.
Bad stuff right here.
He's a good sport.
He's laughing. He's having fun.
Mhm.
Like I think you can tell both of these people love their families, and they just have different ways
Yeah.
of doing things.
Yeah.
And like you said, they're probably playing it up a bit for the show.
Yeah.
It's judgment time as the couples finally come face to face across the table.
One thing about the boys and I mean, we're all about.
Oh, and the disciplined mama's being really nice to the other husband. She was like, "Oh, it's nice to see you again," or something.
I think they like each other a lot.
To beauty school to learn what it was like to be you.
Really, truly didn't realize the time and effort it takes.
That's so. You know what I like here too is that wife's being supportive of the other wife. Like they care about each
Yeah.
other, and they're both nice people.
Yeah.
Right.
What are they gonna do when they're 18 and they go to leave the house and they're like, geez, how do I do laundry?
Yes, that is a fair concern. How do I?
My goal is for them to marry a stay-at-home mom.
Oh my gosh, that lady. You're not. Okay.
Takes not giving them so much.
I mean, to be honest with you, I still feel like you guys are too rigid.
They are.
They are too rigid.
They are, but that
That's a fair comment.
His wife needs to have some more structure.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're not teaching your kids anything.
Yeah.
Spends a lot of time just keeping me balanced. And what you showed me is I have to try to find some of that balance in me.
Oh, that's sweet. Look at the the big hard ass tearing up over here.
Half the time they're screaming at each other, and this time they're all hugging.
You know,
and like,
I think this one's a good. This is a
good
episode. 9.8.
This is a 9.8.
Dude, it is.
This is a good episode.
They both are emotionally sensitive enough people.
Yes.
That they're willing to see what the other people are, even if they don't totally agree and they're not quite where they need to be.
Yeah.
They're nice enough people.
Yes, and they care about their kids a lot.
Yeah.
Forgive me, I promise to try harder to make life easier on you.
That's it.
Now read mine, Mom. Mine is 2 pages.
Mine is 2 pages. They're still competing. Read mine, Mom. That's nice. They wrote them letters.
Yes. Wrestling. That's what happened. What's that for? The road mic? No, it's this. Stop. Get that off your head. What are you doing? God, no.
Oh, that's like a cute little hat. You look French. Yeah, it's like those 1920 hats or something. You'll see. You'll see.
Have dessert. If you don't help, you don't get dessert.
Okay.
Since I've been back, the boys have been helping out so much more.
And their kids are helping them.
Yeah, just help. Like, and honestly, it's fun. I helped my mom cook meals.
Yeah.
You know, like I enjoyed that. I helped my dad build stuff. It was fun. Those are formative memories I have not let go of.
Yeah.
And not only did I learn stuff, but I enjoyed myself. Wife swap, Talbot broider. That's pretty good.
I liked it. That's like my ideal. This is never what wife swap is, but it's my ideal wife swap scenario.
That was great.
Where both families go in, they both have something to learn from each other, and they both become better families after learning that thing.
And everybody was happy.
Do you know the benefit of something like this too? Is this was before like large scale social media. So like now people will go on, they'll go onto TikTok and they'll be able to see like all the different options for, oh, I want to clean my house better, or like, oh, here's some suggestions for getting your kids involved in like household chores and stuff. But we didn't have that in 2006. So wife swap, like this episode is a good example of how like you could watch something like this and be like, oh, I've never thought of doing X, Y,
Actually,
Z.
the whole show, that's actually a great point because you're looking at all these different families and the way they structure things. And a lot of them are extreme, and that's why they're on the show. Yeah. But it does give you, it makes you think about the way you're doing things.
Absolutely.
And I mean, and that's a lot of credit, I think, to give what's kind of a ridiculous show.
Yeah.
You know, like you know, it's a lot of credit to give them, but at the same time, that's that thing, like, you can learn stuff from dumb shows or reality TV or whatever, and I think that's something you could pick up from this. Yeah. So watching that, you know, makes me think about that whole, like what are your rights versus your privileges in your family household, and
how do you set that kind of stuff up, and like
how do you teach kids respect and stuff?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because both of those families are drastically different from the way we grew up.
Yeah, definitely.
We've talked about our things, like the things that we felt like our families did good, and the things we thought that they could have done better when we were growing up. But like that's such a like specific perspective with just two people, and that's all you ever get unless you like look at stuff like this.
I like
nobody's perfect. No family's perfect.
Right.
You know?
I liked that both families too were like maybe slightly defensive at times, but for the most part, they were kind of like willing to try what the other person was suggesting, like willing to come to the table. They're not fighting at that table where like a bunch of families, they'll literally
fight. They'll go in for each other.
And these families, they were nice to each other, and they were like,
cool.
yeah, I learned this from you, or this is what made me upset or sad about your situation.
That gave me hope in humanity for a moment.
I know. No wonder this is a 9.8 on IMDb.
You know,
those 14 people are right.
They are right. I haven't seen a lot of episodes, but that's my number one episode so far.
I liked this one.
Yeah, it made me feel like
heartwarming, you know? It made me feel good. Yeah. I feel better
I'm
now.
walking away happy.
Yeah, which is weird. I didn't expect that out of a wife swap.
Usually I'm mad.
So I mean, what, you know,
we talked like there's some issues for sure. We're not trying to say like those families are perfect, but like I don't know how y'all felt, like if like some of those things were bigger deals to you, or you kind of saw that growth like we did. Let us know.
And if you want to watch more wife swap together, you know,
we shall click
the like button.
Yeah, subscribe.
We
do other things.
We do stuff.
That's it. We do stuff.
We do stuff. Bye.
We do stuff. Let's try that. We do stuff. Bye.
Bye. And then I got it knocked, and I started going,
ridiculous.
Oh, that was a tearjerker.
Hey, we're gonna go on a cruise this summer. You should come with us.